What's up, Undead Nation? Today we are reviewing the Corsair HS35s, and we will be discussing why these bad boys are the best low-price gaming headset. What's up, everybody? So we're gonna get right into comfort and specs, comfort being probably the most important thing about a headset because it's gonna be on your head. So we're not gonna dilly-dally too much around, but I will say stay tuned till the end because there's some great info and actually some other really well-priced cheaper headsets in terms of cost, but that are, if not the same or better than what we have here today. So what we're gonna do is kind of get into what you actually get. So for starters, the headband is very plush, very firm though, but very plush, really soft. Ear cups also being very soft and plush, but firm. Soft but firm. Now in terms of comfort, what I figured out, if I'm gonna be going into some long gaming sessions, there's basically your secret sauce, as you would call it, that you would do. So normally I noticed right away I'd start getting some pressure points. It'd feel uncomfortable. It'd be rubbing against the back of my ears, but there's a trick to it. There is some slight play back and forth right in here. It's not much, but it's enough to kind of give you an adjustment. Now the other great thing, this is the trick, is this. So these are pretty firm on here. They adjust, which is great. So when I'm going into those long gaming sessions, I have the headset on my head, but all I do is adjust these in a little bit. And what that does is it takes a lot of that pressure off the bottom and the back of my ears. Well, it goes over the behind my ears. Same difference. Because these are very soft, they're firm, but they can irritate a little bit. So you want to kind of even it out. So you want to bring this a little bit in and let it adjust. And then of course, forward and back. There is a slight little adjustment, but that's enough to kind of, you know, get you that right spot. If you're going to be gaming for more than an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you definitely want to pay attention to that and see what works for you. Because everybody's head's different. You know, I got a big old melon on top of my shoulders. So anyway, that's the basic principle to it. Aside from that, they're very comfortable. They sit on my head pretty well. They sit on my ears. The clamping force that you would have on here, it's medium to harsh, but I mean, you could adjust it. It's gonna adjust over time. So in terms of comfort, are they comfortable? Yes. Can you go through long gaming sessions with it? Of course. I've gone as far as, you know, 4 to 6 hour gaming sessions when we do some long streams, and it did make a difference, but that's where I caught on. You know, anything over an hour, you do want to find that nice little adjustment, you know, forward and back, and that's going to be your secret to these headsets. They seem very stiff, they seem very minimalistic, which is great, but they are sharp. You know, they do look nice and sharp. So in terms of specs, we do have 50mm drivers, but you also want to pay attention to the frequency range. So we're at 20 to 20,000 hertz, which is kind of like your standard. It's not too great, but it's not too bad. You know, the cord that you get, it is attached, but it's about 1.8 meters, so it's a good length, about 5.9 feet, almost 6 feet, which is pretty good. And of course, the weight of the headset is about 250 grams, which is a little over half of a pound. Not a pound, it's not half a pound, it's a little over half of a pound. So they're pretty darn lightweight, if you ask me. But overall, what does that really mean for how they actually sound? It's great to talk about specs, but what is the actual sounding of it? Well, I can tell you this much, playing video games, it does bring out all the explosions. It does sound pretty cool, but the lows do come out a little more pronounced than your typical headset, and it can get muggy at times. You know, it's not, I mean, it's dynamic, but not crazy dynamic. which is also a good thing. Now, is it good for video editing? Is it good for music? For music, I would say yes. They're not great, but they're good. From, you know, earbuds or your typical headset that you might have lying around. But in terms of like video editing, getting a more neutral sounding headset, I probably wouldn't recommend it. There's obviously better options out there for higher price ranges, but I mean, you're going to use it for what you're going to use it for. Overall, yeah, this is a great headset to have. It does stand out in other areas more than others, but for the price, you really can't beat it. Now, of course, for the controls, they're all located in the ear cup. You got your mute button for your microphone. You have your volume switch. And then, of course, your mic is detachable. And of course, the connectivity that you have for this headset is a 3.5 millimeters. So it's pretty universal for whatever it is you're going to use it for. More than likely, it's going to fit. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to do a mic test. And with the mic test, we're going to switch it over and kind of go over the pros and cons of the headset. This way you kind of have an understanding of what you're going to get, what you're not going to get. And then, of course, how the mic actually sounds, unfiltered, unedited, basically what your squad mates are going to hear when you're talking over your headset. All right, so let's get into the pros. Some of the bigger pros are, number one, it's a detachable mic. Number two, you got 3.5 connectivity, which is kind of universal. If you do remove the mic, it does have a little cap that fills in that hole, so you can walk around and use it in everyday life without looking like you're a weirdo with a big old mic just sticking out. It does come with a splitter for your computer if you want to connect it that way, which is great. The ear cups are removable, which is also a good thing if you need to replace it or have some upgraded ear cups that you have that you know will fit. One of the cons, first off, is the cord is attached that connects to the headset to the 3.5 into whatever device you're connecting, so it's not replaceable or upgradable. Using the headset to play video games, I did notice that it does pick up a lot of background noise, but it also doesn't have any type of windscreen to it, so you could probably attach one from another headset or just go out and buy one that you know is going to fit. One thing I also noticed that is a con, if you turn up your headset volume a little too much and have everything inside turned up a little too much from what's coming in, sometimes you do get some internal bleed back into your mic, which kind of reverberates or gives you an echo with certain games, or if you have your headset settings turned up a little too high in terms of volume, some kind of mic monitoring that you might have, and that really could affect your experience and your squad mates' experience. But there's a solution to most of that, and in terms of that, you just turn the volume down in your headset and adjust your volume in whatever app or program or console you're playing on. So overall, is it a good headset? Yeah. Is it a great headset? In certain areas, of course, but overall, it really is a good buy. At $40, it's good. Now, one of the big changes I noticed recently, and the reason why I ended up getting them, I didn't just get one, I got two pairs. I was able to find them on Amazon, recertified, for not $40, but for $29.99, with a 3-year warranty for like $4 or $5. So for the price, it goes from a good overall headset to a great headset. I mean, we're talking about $30 for a headset that has a lot of great features that a lot of these $40 to $50 range headsets will have. So that makes a huge difference and overall makes it an even better buy if you could find it renewed for $30, because as soon as they drop and are available, people are buying them up. I mean, $30 is a steal, so why not get it? Put it on your watch list. As soon as that thing comes on, you definitely want to jump on it and get it right away. Overall, the HS35 is a pretty sharp looking headset, has some pretty dynamic lows, it gives you a little boost, but overall has a great sound. And then for the price, if you could snag this baby up for $29.99, that's a great deal. But it's also still a really good deal at $39.99, which is your regular price. Just put that item on your watch list, and as soon as it's available, jump on it. Now, just a little food for thought. There is the HS50 Pros, which is the upgraded version of the old school HS50s. And technically regular price, they are priced much cheaper than the regular HS35s. They come in at $34.95 right off the gate. So the HS50 Pros are a little different. It does have some different pros, it does have some different cons. It just really depends on what you're looking for. There's plenty of reviews out there for the HS50 Pro. And of course, if you guys want us to review those, we might have to go out and get them and give them a quick review. This way you can make a decision that's right for you. Well, that's it for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, give us that thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to see when the next video drops, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now, if you want to ask any questions or stop by, we do stream over on Twitch. We do stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is our new schedule, and then Fridays and Saturdays. So stop on by and join the undead. Catch you next time, and as always, stay restless.